Welcome to the service clinic at Low Country Harley-Davidson. I'm Doc Harley. The question is, how do I know when it's time to change my clutch fluid? Well, that's a good question. Harley-Davidson says you should change it every 2 years, but there's a possibility you need to change it sooner. Well, how do you know? Well, it's just like the brake fluid. You take the cap off and you use a tool. This tool can be purchased on Amazon. It's really easy and it's less than 20 bucks. And this is a .4 fluid checker. It checks how much moisture is in the fluid. So I've taken the cap off of this one. You tap the tool to get the green light that it's on, and then you place it in the fluid. And I've got 3 to 4%. Well, anything above 2% means it's time to change the fluid. Do I need a Harley-Davidson computer to change it? No, this is just like the old days when you changed your brake fluid. The unit to bleed is on the end of the transmission. You take the 2 Allens off and you take the cover off, and then you've got your bleeder. And you bleed it just like it. It takes a 3/8 wrench, and you bleed it just like you would any other brake system. Make sure you have, of course, the hose and get away and put all the cloth around the black because .4 will ruin paint. But you know how to change the brake fluid on the early models, and it takes .4. So when you get done with that, it's different than brakes. Because brakes, you can pump up and you feel it resist, and it gets harder and harder. Well, on a clutch, it goes all the way to the handle. So how do you know that you've gotten all the air out and it's completely bled with new .4? Well, Harley-Davidson has you set up a dial indicator on the end of the clutch, so the hydraulic pushes it. Now I'll zero this out. And when you pull in the clutch handle, you should get at least 86 thousandths. That's a little over 2 millimeters for you guys across the pond. Now this one has a whole lot more, so this one is bled correctly. It just needs new fluid. But that's the final test to make sure that the hydraulic unit is pushing the push rod to release the clutch. Hope this answers your question. Every 2 years, replace the fluid. Grab yourself a tool off of Amazon and check your fluid. And this is the tool that you use for your brake fluid too. If you have anything more than 2% of moisture in your fluid, change it. I'm Doc Harley. We'll see you next week.